I'm just going to show you very quickly my latest journal that I've just completed, and this is a little writing journal for my eldest grandson Nicholas, who tells me that he's doing very well at school but needs to practice his writing skills and improve those. So I thought I'd pop this together, and it might just be something that he can have a little write in every day, and over time you'll be able to see the improvements that he's making. The cover for this was a cushion cover, and it was a very cheap, poorly made cushion cover that appealed to me just for its whimsicality, but it was so badly made that I was about to toss it, and I thought maybe I could use it. Just use the fabric. I have padded it with a wool batting, which you use for quilt making, underneath, and cardboard, recycled cardboard covers. It is 17 centimetres or 6 3/4 inches wide, and about 30 centimetres or what's that, about 11 3/4 inches approximately in length. So it's quite a tall, narrow sort of journal, but I wanted to just use that image up. So that's how it turned out. The spine is about 2 inches, and it's got a hidden spine because I didn't want to put the binding over his little nose there. It's got 2 signatures. I have added pockets to the front and back as per, and I've got a collection of envelopes, postcards, the postcard, and a King of Hearts because that's what Nicholas is. These envelopes, this one's made from a jelly print, this one's made from a stenciled spray, this pocket, this is another sprayed envelope, and this is a postcard from Croatia. I've just used things for not only for their colour but for their global significance, things with different languages and writing, different text. I've sort of kept very loosely to that sort of a theme. Some of these postcards that are in here have got bits and pieces on the back. That's one from the museum. This one was just a pretty illustration of a card, but I like that splash of colour. And there's a lovely long envelope. I'll be filling those envelopes with personal things before I send it. What I've also done in each of the signatures, inside the covers of each of the signatures, is do these little sort of encouragement type motivational sayings, quotes. I've done them in Photoshop. Reading is how we install new software into our brains. It's okay to start writing even if you don't have a clear vision of what you're going to write. You learn to write better by reading, you learn to read better by writing. Reading and writing work together to improve your ability to think. And these couple were direct from Pinterest. That's a Roald Dahl. If you're going to get anywhere in life, you need to read a lot of books, and this one, I've always imagined that paradise will be a kind of library. So those quotes I've just printed out and copied off, but these are the ones I did in Photoshop. Right, so 2 signatures, and that's the back one, pocket on the front, not on the back of that one, but this front one has got a pocket on the front and the back. And again, there's an envelope, a lovely big Japanese postcard, persimmons and the library card from the Anzacs from the State Library here in Tasmania. This one has got a lovely postcard of a bird from Bruny Island, the front of another gift card that was rather cute, and a good luck envelope, and a recipe for hot chocolate. This little insert in the middle, it's the two signatures, there's a little insert in the middle that's made from the same heavy craft paper, but I've folded it up so that there's a pocket on both the back and the front. There's a little pocket. So this one has got a lovely Chinese, I think it's games, Life in China. I think it was sort of games that are played by Chinese children. So there was that lovely postcard, and he's got, young Nicholas has got Scottish relations, and so there's a tartan postcard and a lovely image of a thistle, just to bring some colour in. And because of the pinks and reds, this one, I don't like to be gender specific, I think we don't need to go there. I've got another envelope there made with a jelly print. There's another one of those Anzac cards, this time with a woman, just to prove that men aren't the only ones that go to war or that are affected by war. There's another little "You Are Perfect" postcard. I often collect these free postcards, I think they're wonderful. And this one is another Japanese postcard talking about the strap on the back and their relevance in Japanese culture. So that's basically the contents. A lot of images and colour just on the postcards, and the rest of it, both signatures are perfectly plain. They're for writing after all. Mostly they are this 200 GSM white card. Some of them I've got a fold, so they've got an extension, and I've also included some white backed or one-sided printed 12 by 12 paper. It's about the same weight, just to put a bit of colour into the pages and to provide a surface for perhaps some photographs or some gluing down some magazine cutouts, that sort of thing. So there's a little bit of broken up colour through that, and it's the same in the back one. There's similar pages of blocks of colour, just to break up the whiteness, but oodles of room for writing. Used red thread for the binding, and right in the very centre is a large envelope, again with I love one of the free postcards with about reading, like that little image, and then in here there's a few little special things. Reading is a discount ticket to everywhere, and there's another little envelope there with some clouds, and the clouds have got Thai, German and English writing on them. Little note, another Bruny Island postcard. That's a freebie tiger postcard. Picture of Nicholas when he was a wee one, and my son and lovely daughter-in-law, and me and my husband, and we went up to see him. That was a science at the museum. Dinosaurs. Another envelope for a private message, and this little one is a letter that he wrote to me when he first started school and was first learning to write, and so I thought he might like to have that back to include in there. It will be a little reference point for him. to check how he's going. So there's a few bits and pieces in there, but they're just personal things. And that's about it. As you can see, it's really just all writing. I hope he likes it. I've made him a little marker. He's just a little magnetic page marker. It's got some texty things on the back. They've just got 2 new rabbits in their family, so I thought that might be appropriate, and that'll just be a little page marker for him for marking where he's up to. And that's about it. That's as interesting as it is. This it was such a thick cover, I really couldn't put my usual closure on it. So I thought this little bit of leather tie, this red kangaroo leather, and a couple of gum nuts just holds it closed enough. I'll include I've got a nice red pen that I'll put with it so that he's got something to write with. And that's the journal. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you real soon.